analysis.
You mean either play-by-play or color?
Correct, yeah.
I can do play-by-play.
Okay.
Unless you want to do play-by-play, it doesn't really matter to me. Okay.
We're live. We're live as live can be.
Alright, cool. Alright, boys, so as per usual of third place match being a meme, we have the off role. So now everybody plays a role that I guess is not their main role or their secondary role, as per the list. And so we're just gonna go ahead and jump in here really quick. Don't really. Oh, okay. So it's just live. We don't have like a pro draft. Okay, I prefer it that way.
Yep, they're going straight in.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier that way, and it's less time. So, just to let you guys know, we have Jabberman Kurtz, usually the AD carry of Popo in the top lane. Super Bombing Guru, usually a support in the jungle. Menbong, usually the jungler at mid lane. Zorarudo, usually the mid laner in the AD carry role. And Starcraft, usually in the top lane role, is going to go ahead and hold it down on support for Popo's pecking order. And then on the side of Long Anime Schlongs, we have Neil the Steel, usually the jungler in the top lane. Zorpox, usually a support in the jungle. Digital of 69, usually the carry into the mid lane, going ahead and switching it up with Hiramar, who is usually the mid laner at AD carry, and General Dill at the support role, usually, actually is slotted for top lane role. However, General Dill has played many seasons with PMA LCS and has kind of been all over the board anyway. So what do you think of this match?
I think it's very interesting. I think it's going to be fun. Obviously, that's the whole point of this. But I do think that something that everybody's going to want to pay attention to, even though it's supposed to be a meme, is that support is the final role of General Dill's Penta split role swap that he is trying to accomplish, and support will be what he plays next split. So this is actually not really too much of a meme for him. This is something that is going to happen next split. So everybody should be watching out for him and seeing how he plays. Dylan is a very talented mechanical player, so he's capable of playing basically every champ in the game pretty well. So definitely going to be interesting to watch that bot lane of him and Hiramar, obviously two of the more skilled players on LAS, duoing up together. And on the side of, is this Popo's pecking order?
It is, in fact, Popo's pecking order.
Oh, okay, all right. So on the side of Popo's pecking order, very, very interested to see what Menbong pulls out in the mid lane. Obviously, Menbong's a fan favorite, and Opie says Dylan talented at feeding, maybe. Too true, Opie. I'm very interested to see what Menbong pulls out here. I have not personally seen him play a lot of mid lane. Should be very, very spicy to see him versing up against Digital Love.
Yeah, absolutely. To the same logic you were following with General Dill, I fully expect a Machine Gun Lulu. It's the third place match, third game up. I 100% think that Machine Gun Lulu is incoming here, and if it's not, I'm going to be sorely upset. But usually whenever it comes to Dylan being the captain and the memes that kind of pursue him, is that usually they follow a theme. So I'm not sure if they're going to do the same for this game. I mean, last game was kind of the quote-unquote try-hard match. So I don't know if they may go for a theme this time around. It'll be interesting to see. And it looks like it's going to be a Talon bid for Menbong. No, it's actually a Zillion. Interesting. So right now, we have slotted a Vi, Talia, and Zillion for the side of Popo's pecking order, and we have a Zac Morgana for Long Anime Schlong.
Yeah, off the bat, Talia obviously on this patch is very powerful. One of the strongest picks in the jungle, but that's primarily in solo queue. She's obviously playable at the highest tier in pro play, but you can't really equate that to the real game for most people. So
I totally agree.
It's going to be interesting to see how Super Bummy Boo plays it. I haven't really watched many of his games before, unfortunately, so I don't have a lot of background on him, but obviously a mechanically intense champion. Being able to weave in and out of your worked ground and making sure that you're getting the most out of your DPS in the middle of fights is key to playing that champion. But I don't know if she's going to have that much trouble with the Vi ultimate on her side as long as Vi ult's there with Zillion to back them up. I think that that's a pretty potent combo. But on the side of LAS, you've got the Karma and Morgana shield combo, and that's pretty interesting too. So I'm excited to see how these comps round out. I think that this could be a pretty explosive match. I'm expecting a lot of kills, especially with that Vi ult on the side of Popo's pecking order.
Yeah, but an interesting thing to note as well is that Zac has a lot of the disruption factor that can really force a Talia or a Vi to kind of second guess themselves on engaging. Morgana being a safer pickup as well, Karma being a safe pickup. Like, honestly speaking, it's very interesting to see Long Anime Schlong's going for kind of like a safe route, minus maybe the, you know, high profile engage in the Zac. But yeah, I mean, I agree. It'll be is it going to be a hook lane bot lane? Yeah, it is.
It looks like it. It also looks, depending on what General Dill's pick is, it looks to be a feed the Twitch comp or a protect the Twitch comp as it is right now. You've got the Zac for the engage, you've got the Morgana shield, and the Karma. Well, I spoke too soon.
I don't think that's going to be a Morgana jungle. I 100% think they're going to trade.
Dylan, I think it is a Morgana jungle, and Dylan spelled Riven with his bands, indicating what he was going to pick, whereas the side of Popo's pecking order spelled Sivan, R.I.P. Sweet Prince.
Oh boy. Well, they did it. They banned Sivan.
Officially banned.
They officially banned Sivan.
Strike the record. Write it down.
Oh boy. Alright, so it doesn't look like any switches are going to be in place, so the Morgana jungle is locked in, as well as the Zac top and the Riven support on the side of LAS. Very interested to see where this goes. General Dill is going to go ahead and say, you know what, I don't need Exhaust or Ignite. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, no, actually, there's the Ignite.
Yeah, I fully expect this bot lane to be a kill lane. The problem is that Twitch and Riven don't have any real way to avoid the CC that comes from a Thresh and a Blitz. I don't know if the Thresh and the Blitz in the immediacy are going to have the damage follow-up once they do land it, but if that lane gets out of hand, or if the Talia decides to roam down really quickly and try to help them out, the Thresh is able to get any sort of damage items on them. It could be pretty quick. But again, Hiramar and General Dill are very skilled mechanically, so they could work their way around it. The thing that I'm most concerned about is, even though Morgana jungle is viable, it's good enough, it does struggle if your top side of the map is not able to really help you very much. Talia, obviously very quick with that passive around the jungle. I worry that the Talia has the opportunity to invade on the Morgana, or even to just engage at things like Skittle Crab, and the Karma and Zac are not really going to be in a position, usually, out of those lanes to roam up and help. They're probably not going to have priority. So it'll be interesting to see how that top side of the map goes, especially being that Zorpox is a support player normally. I don't know if he'll necessarily have the aggression necessary to pull off trades against the Talia early game.
Yeah, I agree. However, if Zorpox can get into the kind of mindset of like, hey, you know what, I don't really need to snowball this game. Although the Morgana binding, especially very early, is really, really good, because it's kind of like you provide your own gank assist.
Right.
In the later parts of the game, the Morgana can be very viable. Which we see, you know, mid lane Morgana being so viable, not even because of the damage that she outputs, it's just because she's just an annoyance at best. So, you know, taking her into the jungle, you kind of play a poor man Morgana. So I think Zorpox just needs to stay safe early, you know, kind of make sure that her Karma and her Zac are not being pushed in all the way. However, with the Vi top, I don't really foresee the Zac being able to really deal with it. I totally expect for Jabberman Kurtz to just shove out the lane, and maybe that's in their favor. You know, if Jabberman Kurtz actually goes ahead and pushes out the top lane, Zac has really good engage in the form of his slingshot, and you know, once you get that landed and you know you burn the flash on the Vi, Morgana can just go ahead, land the binding, and from there it's pretty hard to get out of that situation. So very mechanical. Like, they need a lot of mechanics in place in order for that combo to be effective on the top side of the map.
I definitely agree. The only thing that kind of concerns me looking at it is I find it interesting that Jabberman Kurtz opted into the Ignite, seeing how the Zac was on the board for so long and he had time to evaluate the situation. I understand it is supposed to be a meme game, but with the Zac passive, Ignite is almost useless. I understand that maybe it could like stop his healing for a few seconds if you're trying to stop just like the passive blob pickups, but that's not, to me at least, very efficient summoner's spell take. If he would have taken teleport, then he could have matched the Zac's pressure every time the Zac backed. He would have made sure that he wasn't going to miss any experience. But as it is, with the Morgana Zac on the enemy team, it's as simple as Neil the Steel saying, okay, we took a good trade. Zorpox, go ahead and drop your soil, your W underneath the wave, and it'll shove into Jabberman Kurtz's tower, and he's just going to lose all that farm. So I worry about that. I would like to think, though, that the Ignite is more for the roam potential from the Vi, and I think that's what we need to look out for, is a lot of roams toward mid lane, toward Menbung.
You mean towards the Digital of 69?
No. I'm expecting the Vi to roam down toward Menbung to help him out, to kind of like double gank for him along with the Talia.
Right. Understandable. However, something that we haven't mentioned is Digital of 69 on the Karma. A very safe pick, in my honest opinion. Not really going to be looking for the, you know, heavy damage that we usually see from a mid laner. But again, you kind of fall into the same deal with like Zorpox and Digital Love, just overall providing support and annoyance to Popo's pecking order. And then especially once that Twitch gets online in the late game, I mean, a Thresh and a Blitzcrank won't be able to match that. And I think if Long Anime Schlongs goes even up until the I give them the 25 to 30 minute mark, I think they'll be in a pretty good position to just take over this game once Hiramar does get online with that Twitch.
Yeah, I definitely think so as well. I really think that just purely based on ultimates and based on mobility alone, the side of Long Anime Schlongs has a much better team fight. You get that Zac engage in there, you get the speed up from Karma on the entire team, with Morgana running in and ulting. It's very probable we're going to see a lot of 3 and 4 man ults out of that Morgana.
Oh, and actually a Blitzcrank hook coming off the side of StarCraft, along with a death sentence, is going to go ahead and make Hiramar burn his flash. BM on the side of Long Anime Schlongs, kind of baiting the dance there, and it looks like they're posturing for this blue buff out of Zorpox. I think I would just let this blue buff go and just go straight to red buff.
Yeah,
much
really
safer buff to take.
Really kind of a nightmare scenario for Long Anime Schlongs there. The Twitch flash going down means that there is actually 0 chance that a Twitch gets away with his life if he gets hooked by either Thresh or Blitz. And if I'm on the side of Super Bomby Buru, I'm saying I'm taking my red buff, I might take my Raptors, and then I'm ganking bot immediately, because that's just such a free kill.
Yeah, but interesting to note, StarCraft on the Blitzcrank will not actually provide any pressure towards this blue buff, so Zorpox will be able to take it. Getting that level 2 Super Bomby Buru starting on the red side, we'll go ahead and take that as well. However, Hiramar was able to back and get some of that health back, whereas Zorordo and StarCraft are a little bit more on the damage side. They are both melee characters, with the exception of maybe Thresh. So I do foresee Hiramar poking them out, especially early, trying to get a lot of that lane pressure on their favor. Jabberman Kurt's actually not level 2 yet. Neil the Steel already boasting that level 2. And a 6, and a flash actually from Menbung there.
Yeah, and that's all that Talia has to do. You run between lanes, you make sure you're blowing summoner spells, and then you can make that same rotation again after you back and get some items, and you can pop them all once they don't have any mobility. So really, really key. You see Neil the Steel roaming down here to help Zorpox secure this Scuttle Crab. If there is no contest, that's actually very nice, especially where the position of the wave is in top lane. There's nothing that he can really gain by staying up there.
Right, right. And I think that kind of calls back to what we were saying in the early game, how is General Dill DC'd?
I think he might be BMing. I assume there's some typing going on. I'm not able to see it, but...
Oh, no, he's back. He's back. We're good. All right. So, yeah, it kind of calls back to what we were saying, as Jabberman Kurtz is actually going to go for a trade. Neil the Steel is putting in some damage. However, Actually, no. He actually wins that trade. Jabberman Kurtz is in the middle of the
fighting in the minion wave.
Super Bond Buru is here to provide some support. Does have that speed, however, misses the Tectonic Disruption. That's not the name of the ability. That's spell costs. That would be Seismic Shove. Sorry about that.
TJR, this is the meme match, the third place game. They are all playing off roles right now, so it's for fun, but it's still a part of the third place match.
So Super Wine Buru actually still here, gets the Seismic Shove this time around. Neil the Steel is actually going to go ahead and slingshot his way back up into his tower. And of course, even in the third place match, it is PMA LCS, so we have a pause in this. Digital of 69 did DC from the game, so we're just going to go ahead and wait for him to hop back in. So, it gives us a little bit of time to assess the situation.
A couple things that I'm noticing that are going to become relevant as the game goes on. It's interesting to see that Blitzcrank opted for that Spell Thief's Edge rather than taking the Relic Shield. Obviously, what that implies to me, at least, is that he's going to go for a full AP Blitzcrank build. So he's going to go for full damage, but what that also means is that there is no free way for both of these laners to sustain, and Sawarudo went ahead and took barrier rather than heal or anything of that sort. So if the side of LAS decides to get bold, I think that they have the upper hand in a trade, especially when you consider the Twitch poison on top of everything else. The other thing is that there is obviously a pretty significant lead in CS in the top lane right now for how early in the game it is. Neil the Steel almost 2 whole minion waves behind. Obviously getting camped a little bit early on, but if you remember back when he went ahead up to the Scuttle Crab, his wave was shoved all the way into Vi's tower. So obviously not very strong wave management there on the side of Neil the Steel, because he let that wave push, he shoved it in, and then he went for the Scuttle and ended up missing a lot of farm because Jabberman Kurtz knew how to freeze under that tower there and set up that gank. So he's down to flash, still has that passive up. I would be surprised if he doesn't recall as soon as this pause is done and maybe use the teleport to get back to lane, although it might not be that advantageous depending on how Jabberman Kurtz keeps the wave frozen.
Yeah, I agree, because right now I'm actually at Neil the Steel. Only has 424 gold, so the most that he could afford at this point is a Ruby Crystal. Maybe if he wants to go for a Cloth Armor to maybe survive a little bit more in the lane. However, Jabberman Kurtz does carry the Conqueror Keystone, so true damage is going to hit pretty hard whether or not he gets into the Cloth Armor. So it'll be interesting to see if he does go back and buy. However, with Super Bomby Buru still waiting in the wings, you kind of have to expect for him to actually go ahead and leave. Does look like he's staying around though.
Yeah, the interesting thing here is that Super Bomby Buru is going to continue to pressure.
Oh, and actually Zorpox finding out Super Bomby Buru. Neil the Steel is still here. Is going to go ahead and the flash.
Oh
no. Gets the ward into the Tribush.
What happened there is the Zach went ahead and auto-attacked a second time onto the Talia instead of auto-attacking the Krug.
Jabberman Kurtz is going to go ahead and get the Vault Breaker. Seismic Shove. Zach passive is going to go ahead and get popped. Digital Love is here on the backside trying to make something else happen. First blood going over to Super Bomby Buru is going to go ahead and get the return kill. Zorpox Flashing and doesn't
Ooh.
actually hit the binding. However, I don't think they can get over in time. Good flash there. Good flash there from Jabberman Kurtz getting out of that situation.
Yeah, a very, very good play from Jabberman Kurtz. Great roam up by Digital Love to kind of make something back for what was otherwise a lost situation, but really just kind of a super over-aggression from the Zac there, especially being down so much farm. I don't really know what he expected he was going to get out of that in terms of advantages, but he really gave up a lot for nothing. Now the passive and the flash are down, and I think based on that play, the Talia feels pretty confident about running top lane.
Yeah, and the TP was burned on the side of Neil the Steel, trying to get as much of that experience back as possible. Jabberman Kurtz already level 5. Neil the Steel, I believe, just hit level 4. Really needs to try and catch up. I would actually like to see if Zorpox stayed, knowing that the counter gank will be available. Because you have to kind of expect Super Bomb Brewer to be up there, like you said, with the passive and the flash being down. Neil the Steel actually trying to take this fight, does have the minion advantage, is putting in a lot of damage. Meanwhile, we go back to the bottom lane. StarCraft going to go ahead and hook up Hiramar here in the bottom lane. Super Bomb Brewer taking another kill for themselves in the jungle.
I can't tell there. We would have to go back, but I don't know if the flash had just come up and he decided not to use it, or if it was still down from that early skirmish that occurred, but it was just at 6 minutes. I'm not sure. I think it was up and he just decided not to flash.
Oh my god, Neil the Steel actually putting in a lot of damage here onto Jabberman. Wow.
Yeah, the thing he has to be worried about right now, though, is he just gave Jabberman Kurtz level 6 under his tower, so he needs to watch out for this engage. If he can let this first wave of melee creeps die while he's in experience range, he might go ahead and get his ult as well.
Oh, the ultimate actually coming down from Jabberman Kurtz. Does not have the passive available. Neil the Steel does not think he can win this. Jabberman Kurtz actually backing off. Neil the Steel is going to get ignited. Jabberman Kurtz. Oh my gosh.
And that is the disadvantage. When you go in and your opponent has ult and you do not.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, the Ignite was actually still available from the side of Jabberman Kurtz, taking away a lot of that healing factor of the Zac. He was picking up a lot of his own blobs to actually carry him through that fight, but yeah, just an unfortunate timing there, and really advantageous timing from the side of Jabberman Kurtz, having the ultimate and the Ignite available to clean that up. Oh wow, Digital Love actually flashing forward. Zorpox is there, Menbung having to burn the flash, missing the Morgana binding there.
And interestingly enough, Neil the Steel, I keep on paying attention to top lane, I realize, but it really is kind of the most dynamic matchup right now. He doesn't use his leap to get back to lane faster, even though he could probably get 1 or 2 leaps from the fountain. And he ends up missing 8 minions under tower there. Just once again showing how the wave management is so different in top lane. Jabberman Kurtz making sure to shove it all the way in after he left, whereas Neil the Steel is shoving in at times when he knows Jabberman Kurtz is about to be back to lane. And conversely, Jabberman Kurtz is using his Q to get back to lane faster, so even though he doesn't have teleport, he's essentially getting it all anyway.
Right. I guess that just kind of speaks to the difference, and as Menbung actually lands a bomb onto the side of Digital Love, is going to go ahead and get rooted. Super Bomb Ruru with the seismic shove, almost taking off Zorpox's head. But Zorpox will go ahead and back off from this. Jabberman Kurtz is here, does have the Assault and Battery waiting in the winks. Oh no, Neil the Steel actually going to get out of that situation, but Super Bomb Ruru is going to go ahead and look to take a lot of this jungle from Zorpox. Trying to see what's available. Might go for the red buff as StarCraft actually joins the fray in the middle. But
getting a nice little level up from Zillion there.
Yeah, actually Neil the Steel going to go ahead and pressure. He's going to go ahead and pressure Super Bomb Brewer off of the red buff. Not sure. Had the mid priority as well with StarCraft there. Not sure why he decided to back off of that. General Dill is here. Gonna get hooked off by StarCraft. Gets the shield as well as the Valor. Super Bomb Ruru flashes, misses the first 2 rocks, but ends up getting the kill.
Yeah, it was enough to get the electrocute proc off there. Honestly, I can't really fault Super Bomb Brewer there. He's really impressing me with his mechanics on this character, and not even considering the fact that he didn't buy a damage item yet. He went ahead straight for those Sork shoes and the Stalker's Blade.
Miramar flashing out of that situation. StarCraft was looking to try and get a hook in. Blashless here. Thinking better of it. And it looks like Dragon is on the mind of Popo's pecking order.
Yeah, no wards in the immediate pit, unfortunately. Obviously, side of
Menbung is
LAX
actually
has
here
vision.
in this bush. Gonna go ahead and try and get the double bomb. Does not actually. And they are forced to back off. Super Bobby Buru is still trying to get it. Will not. The Air Drake actually. I'm sorry, is that the Ocean Drake? Ocean Drake going over to the side of Long Anime Schlongs. And here comes the Chase Zerardo actually getting rooted there. Will go down. Burns the flash for whatever reason. Not sure why he decided to do that. He was dead to rights, but nonetheless, flash burn from the side of Thresh.
Yeah, and this is the danger here with getting overconfident. Super Bobby Buru stayed when he had about 1,300 gold in pocket. And when you got that and you don't have any damage items yet, obviously he back and got the Fiendish Codex and a Sapphire Crystal for his trouble. Not sure what he used the smite on before. I guess Raptors as soon as he killed General Dill, which is questionable knowing that your team is about to go for a dragon. But again, this is just a game for fun.
Oh, actually, Jabberman Kirk using the Assault and Battery to take out the slingshot of Neil the Steel. However, Neil the Steel, with the flash, is able to get out of there. Super Bobby Buru is trying to make something more out of it. Misses the seismic shove. Meanwhile, here comes Zorpox with the red buff, actually. Super Bobby Buru does not have anything.
Yeah, he's stuck here.
But will not be able to get out of there.
Not sure what Super Bobby Buru was thinking. Just as I give him the vote of confidence, he makes two kind of questionable plays in a row.
Meanwhile, General Dill will go. Oh no, the Arcane Comet not being enough. Flashes out of that situation, however, pretty questionable to dive a Zillion with the available, in my opinion. Menbung actually coming out on top of that, burning the Riven's flash.
We're at a very interesting place now because stopwatches are available. And so we can expect a great engage probably from Zorpox on that Morgana in a big team fight, and obviously the Zillions basically got 2 lives now.
The ultimate being burned there from Neil the Steel, that is a lot of Conqueror damage being put out by the Vi, and actually a death sentence being hit there by Zerardo. A lot of damage coming through. Hiramar burning the heal, will not make it out alive. Yeah, that's Dark Harvest damage for you.
Yep, and the flashes on both bot laners on the side of LAS are down for a while. It's likewise on the side of Popo's pecking order, but obviously in a double hook lane that's more advantageous.
Alright, yeah, just a casual 1/3 of the health bar there from Zerardo. Did have the Dark Harvest stack available from the kill on Hiramar. Zorpox is actually here though, is going to go ahead and burn the ultimate. Zerardo missing the death sentence this time around. Will get taken down. Great collapse there from the side of LAS.
Yeah, Digital Love's really doing what he can with these roams right now, making smart plays, not overextending for anything, making sure that he's only going for high reward, low risk stuff. I really like that.
So now there is still first tower available for both teams. However, top lane is looking like it's going to be a point of contention. Honestly speaking, if I were on the side of Popo's pecking order, I would probably put a lot of pressure on that because of the fact that you can probably take the tower and then go ahead and take Rift Herald at the exact same time.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think right now the call would be to send Menbung top lane along with Talia, force the engage under the tower onto the Zac, either. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have passive right now or flash. That's an easy kill, take the tower, and then I would honestly say start grouping as 5, regardless of how early it is. Your team is just so strong.
Ooh, double bomb actually being hit on the side of Menbung. Talia will go ahead and ult in. Actually, General Dill hopping over the wall, however, the seismic covers that option pretty well. General Dill goes down.
Zorpox here, he doesn't seem like he's paying attention.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, kind of just walked right into 2 of them before he started reacting, so I think his map was probably somewhere else.
Yeah, The old alt tab, the old alt tab death. Miramar is actually in stealth right now. Superbomb Guru flashing forward, taking the seismic shove.
Ooh, and dropping tower aggro with that Zillion ult. See if we can get out here.
Digital Love is still here. It actually takes another power shot.
Yeah, that was
Very
the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, meanwhile, Jabberman Kurtz putting in a lot of damage here onto Neil the Steel. Does not have the ultimate available. Already burnt the Ignite. And it looks like Zac passive will be procced. And actually does not finish it. The Vault Breaker actually missing. Oof.
I mean, that's the unfortunate thing with tanks right now, is that it gets to a certain point in the game where just itemization, regardless of KDA, allows you to be kind of hard to kill in a 1v1. It doesn't really matter how strong the opponent is, unless, of course, this five manages to finish a Black Cleaver, but it looks instead like she's going for a Triforce. I think, which overall is a good decision based on the enemy team comp, but for the laning, it's going to make it pretty difficult for the 1v1.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Zorpox is here. Going to go ahead and burn the flash early. Oof. Jabberman Kurtz flashing out of that situation as well. But Superbomb Guru is here, gonna get bounded up. Seismic Shove missing, stopwatch being burned by Zorpox. However, I don't think he's gonna be able to make it out of there alive.
Yeah, Superbomb Guru's timing has been very good with his Qs. Needs to be a little more careful with how he's given up his life here and there, but can't really complain when he's got 7 out of 9 kills on him.
Oh, meanwhile, StarCraft is in a bad situation, flashing out. Will actually make it out of there alive, hitting the cutoff. Is going to go ahead and hook up General Dill. Digital Love is in the middle, trying to get as much damage as possible. Bomb onto Digital Love, taking a fair bit of damage, but actually Superbomb Guru almost taking him out with the Q. Throw another ruck.
Definitely do not want to give up double buffs and that shutdown gold on Karma right now. Good idea to back, get out of there. He does have the boots from his inspiration tree. He went ahead and upgraded into Sork shoes for cheap.
Oh, Jabberman Kurtz is actually looking to take this tower before aggro's Needle to Steel. We'll go ahead and get it through. Is very low on mana. Does have the ultimate available. Does not have the mana in order to follow up that flash. Zerardo, meanwhile, here in the bot lane, gonna go ahead and take a third of the health bar. No problem. Superbomb Guru is. Oh, that was blind. A great death sentence there on the side of Zerardo.
So here we are, 17 minutes, almost a kill per minute at this point. The game turning out like we hoped it would. Plenty of action across
Bloodbath.
I'm interested to see what Menbug starts really joining up with the team, though, because as it's been so far...
Sorry to cut you off there, but StarCraft hitting a beautiful rocket grab onto Zorpox. Zorpox still trying to finish up that Zanya's, does not have anything available in order to get him out of that situation.
Yeah, unfortunate for him there. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time, obviously, and the stopwatch now used. Hopefully, it looks like he is trying to turn that into a Zonya's. Going to get a Seeker's Arm Guard next item. I'm kind of concerned about... I'm glad that Menbung just took that tower. That's solid gold on the side of Popo's pecking order, but for him being a jungler, he's done very little roaming, you know, and with a Zillion, with the speed increase on himself, he could really be doing a lot, but we'll see how it goes. He hasn't given up a death, so hopefully once they get to the full 5v5 phase of the game, which honestly in my eyes should have been 4 minutes ago, they really start popping off, because like we said early game, we think that LAS's team comp, the later the game goes, is,
and a seismic shove actually hitting Digital Love. The Black Shield is burned. Now you kind of have to be worried about that death sentence and that rocket grab from StarCraft. Oh, and then another bomb hits.
Brutal ult.
Hitting the wall. Great wall there. Seismic Shove actually killing Hiramar. Jabberman Kurtz on the backside as well, taking out Zorpox. Zerardo 1v1ing the Assault and Battery being taken place onto Dylan. Is going to go ahead and get stunned up. Not taking tower damage anymore. General Dill will actually finish it off with the ultimate and another seismic shove and a grab from StarCraft to finish off Neil the Steel there.
Yeah, that Talia wall was actually one of the most, I'd say, like, underrated plays of the PMA LCS this season. Even though this is just kind of a meme playoff game, that was amazing. He literally cut off 4 people and put them into a corner that they could not get out of. That was really, really well done on the side of Superbomb Guru.
Yeah, Superbomb Guru, like, putting in a lot of proficiency on this on the champion. I think there would be a lot of people other than Adam here that would be pretty impressed by just his overall map awareness on the Talia. Like you said, it's not only the fact that he's showing a lot of mechanical proficiency, but it's also his timing, the kind of I guess the internal clock that a lot of junglers really miss out instinctually. It looks like he has it. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually signs up for a jungle role next split.
Yeah, he's definitely showing very strong pathing. He's playing around his strong lanes, paying attention to where his lanes are pushing. Talia obviously rewards people that play intelligently and aggressively early, and he's definitely showing up to as many fights as he possibly can, being involved in all but 3 kills so far. And that's very, very impressive. It's obviously going very well for him. He's already got the Rylai's and the jungle item and Sork Shoes complete. It looks like he could be going for a Leandry's next item, although that could be something else as well. I'm not positive.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what turn.
Yeah, I think it's a Leandry's, but he didn't have 1,500 gold to buy Haunting Guys outright on the back, so he went with the Blasting Wand and the Ruby Crystal.
Yeah, just raw AP rather than penetration. I mean, he already has the Sork Shoes. There's not a lot of magic resist being purchased on the side of LAS. Meanwhile, Jabberman Kurtz is going to go ahead and put Hiramar 6 feet under. Going to go ahead and take this bot lane tier 1 turret. Really good macro plays all around on the side of Popo's pecking order right now. In my opinion, they're just out-rotating LAS in every single aspect. Meanwhile, Zorpox is going to go ahead and burn the ultimate, trying to get onto Star. Actually gets popped by StarCraft, not being able to finish that off. Digital Love is in the center trying to bind it up. No, the tether actually goes away. Super Bomb Buru looks like he will be able to get out of the situation, but General Dill is here. Ultimate is popped, will not be able... Oh, wait, what killed Zorp? Killed Digital Love. Oh, I guess the ultimate there from StarCraft, the silence. But the other members of Popo's pecking order are in the bot lane. Hiramar not really being able to get into the situation. Jabberman Kurtz, wait, no, General Dill will go ahead and try and take down Super Bomb Buru. Super Bomb Buru does not have any mana, is going to try and get away. The passive actually being used there. Finds enough mana for one more Q. Super Bomb Buru just actually trying to stall this out as much as possible, but it does look like Popo's pecking order is leaving. Neil the Steel actually trying to engage.
Straight up inting.
Not. Go ahead.
Barely any health, passive still down, going in on the enemy member with all the gold and all the kills. Seems like a pretty poor idea.
So a lot of people will regard that as a bad move. And the Assault and Battery actually coming out from...
Hiramar showing off what a plat player does, ulting or flashing when he's already ulted by Vi. Obviously, not going to work there, but I think he got a little scared. I think I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think what he was hoping to do was pull Vi as close to General Dill as possible and as far away from Zillion as possible, so that he could maybe pick him off. But it just wasn't. They weren't in range of it.
I agree as well. StarCraft actually looking to make the big boy Blitzcrank plays, not being able to land the hook. Menbug is here trying to double bomb as well. Will not be able to take that form of CC either. And now we have super minions being poured into the bot side of LAS. So my question to you, Adam, is there any way that LAS can get back from this?
I think what it comes down to is Zorpox completing that Zhonya's. Right now, the lack of safety that he has to go into a fight.
Oh, well, actually, Neil the Steel pulling in StarCraft. However, Digital Love pays for it with his life. Jabberman Kurtz is in it to win it right now. Gets rooted by the Morgana Q. Will burn the Ignite onto Neil the Steel. General Dill is in the thick of it, trying to get rid of Zerardo, but actually gets bursted down. Super Bomb Buru actually cleans up the rest in the backside.
I changed my answer. Nothing. They can probably do nothing to close the gap in this game. Honestly, obviously being a jungler, I'm going to say that the jungle matchup is the thing I pay the most attention to. But in this game, it truly was the defining factor. The difference at the end is obviously noticeable. 40 CS on Talia and only 96 on Zorpox. His team just fell behind too early, and I think it was some of those aggressive plays, honestly, top lane. And unfortunately, Zorpox committed a lot of time to top lane, and this is exactly what I talked about early in the game. I don't really feel like top side was his strength, but he hung around top side rather than going bot. And the Zac was not really able to help him capitalize on any playmaking, and that ended up being the game.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Zorpox was actually posturing very well, especially early. Both Zorpox and Digital Love not really feeding the enemy team and playing for the safer picks. However, it did just start being apparent that Super Bomby Buru on the Talia jungle just started proving way too much. And then Jabberman Kurtz, only a Triforce completed, but with that Conqueror, it could be so deadly. Hiramar never being able to come online as well as Twitch. You kind of have to think, maybe they play a little bit safer in the early game, just really pay attention to warding and making sure that they get all of their rotations in a row. And then, like I said, had LAS been even at the 25-minute mark, at least even, this game would have turned out completely different, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
good on Super Bomby Buru to really accelerate the game the way that he did. And I think the next game mode will actually be Howling Abyss ARAM. We're going to go ahead and cut off the stream really quick, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And this is going to be bitch and a half to cast.
I have confirmation from Greg right now, actually, that we are not stopping stream. We're just going straight into this game.
Oh, even more perfect. All right. So, Adam, you talk to the streamers while I get...
You do your thing, man.
Because play-by-play on Howling Abyss is not fun. I'll be right back, stream.
I didn't think you guys knew this, but I'm actually a Challenger ARAM player, so this is definitely my forte. I'm excited for it. Obviously, the problem with the ARAM is that it comes down to what these guys roll and whether or not they get something that on ARAM is inherently powerful or just inherently useless, such as an Evelynn or a Shaco or something of that nature. I guess Shaco is a little more useful than Evelynn, but it'll be interesting to see what they come up with here. This does actually mean the game. Third game is going to decide who wins third place. It's going to be pretty exciting. And I just want to revisit the last game's damage for a second. The Talia jungle being one of the strongest picks in the game. It's interesting to see it in an off-meta match because it's not completely off-meta at all. In fact, it's one of the strongest picks in the game. But obviously, it was cool to see Super Bomby Buru popping off on it the way that he did, really showing off the strength of that champion.
All right, I'm back, stream. Oh my god, Popo just won.
Wow. This is going to be really interesting. Actually, I really think that LAS with the Varus Annie and the Sejuani Galio, I don't know, man. I think that that's really the team that has it. If I have to pick.
Oh, but it's Vel'Koz.
I know. Vel'Koz is great. Kindred is great. But Jesus, man, you get Daisy in there with the knockup. You get Sejuani in there with the knockup and the ult. You get Galio with the knockup and the ult, and the ult on top of it. Varus the entire time is just able to poke in the early game. It's going to be pretty awesome. And the chat is currently keeping track of how many times each of us say the word "actually." So this is actually gate, and
yeah, you do know that now that you like drew attention to it, do it over again just to mess with y'all, right?
Yeah, I mean that's actually.
And that's
the
actually
point.
fine. So,
welcome to the actually cast.
Yeah, actually. So, I don't know. I really want to give this to Popo's pecking order because Vel'Koz, Garen, and Ezreal are all insanely strong in the ARAM meta. But you do bring up some good points about Varus. So you know what? Let's think of it this way. What do you believe LAS's win conditions are in this ARAM setting?
I think they funnel as much gold as possible into the Varus early. I think they allow him to pick off kills. The tanks have to go in and basically just soak up damage while Varus throws down Qs. If the Varus can get a decent enough amount of damage to get a couple good items early, then he's going to carry the rest of his big teammates into the mid game, which is really the end game in Howling Abyss. And
Hey, fuck you. Let Syracuse cast. He's a baller.
He didn't say anything.
All right. Well, Dylan's a little mad, but it's okay. It's all right. Dylan's mad sometimes. That's just kind of how he works.
He may also be very inebriated, so
Oh, spicy.
That could also be a thing. I also have confirmation as per our Discord that they are all in the same chat, so I do not believe team chats are going to be a thing. There are multiple people in this chat actually. So hey, you know what? If you're actually watching this, I know I just said actually, you can go into normal team 3 on PMASGN LOL and you can tell them who you think is going to win the match. Yeah. All right, who actually joined?
Oh, it's me. I was told by the commissioner to jump in and cast.
Oh,
Menbung said to say that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is Menbung the commissioner now?
No.
I don't know. I was just told by Menbung to say that. I'm spectating with you guys. Don't worry. I'm here.
Panda's here. Oh my god, this is actually a motley crew.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
All right,
let's look at this ARAM draft here. Let me see what my thoughts are here.
Oh, there is no drafts.
Oh, my only thought is Dylan.
So why is ARAM...
DHOT.
Okay, as an uninformed third party, why is ARAM the way we determine third place?
Well, it started with a regular match, and then it went to an off-roll, off-meta pick match on Summoner's Rift. And the third game, since it went there, Provost Pecking Order winning the meme match and LAS winning the actual match, goes to an ARAM to decide it. It's all kind of just for fun.
I didn't actually hear any of that.
We got bored.
Because I'm maybe drunk out of my mind.
Oh, well, it looks like we got some interesting casters to join us today, everybody. I am very...
Hey, I do play-by-play. I actually do play-by-play for Phoenix League.
Okay, I'm ready for play-by-play on this ARAM, and I'll...
Do you guys trust me? Do you guys trust me?
I trust anything.
Okay, do you guys trust me if I take another shot as well?
What are you taking shots of? It depends.
Old Smoky Caramel Whiskey.
Okay, good. Whiskey's
Most
good. I trust you.
definitely, Yes.
I trust you.
Yeah, wait. Is there another man in here who's into that Old Smoky?
I'm into whiskey. I've never had Old Smoky.
Yeah.
I heard someone say they knew Old Smoky.
No.
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 I know whiskey.
Oh, I was alrighty.
Your
So,
voices in your head. This is off. We're off to a good start here.
dude, it's great. I'm play-by-play. I don't actually have to be intelligent, so it'll be fine.
I don't know. This ARM's going to be a little fast-paced for that play-by-play. You might have to get on your game a little bit.
Trust, my dudes. All right. So is this legitimately random?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, no, they didn't draft this.
Sweet.
You
I'm
sure?
actually hard right
I
now.
am
That'd be great.
100% sure, Panda, because we literally started the game
Okay.
at all champions.
Honestly, how do we know this Mundo is not going to take over against the entirely AP team unless Arclight goes AD? Unless that General Dill goes AD.
Well, my thought was just the Wombo combo on the side of LAS is so good if they get past that early hump. If they all get their ults, the Galio, Sejuani, Daisy...
Yeah, but it feels like the escape from Kindred Ezreal will keep them alive for a while, and it's a Garen Mundo. You're not killing them if they're stacking MR.
That's true. That's very
Here
true.
we are loading in, friends.
It's all going to come down to the early cheese kills, and we're going to see who makes the first mistake in just a moment.
So I need some bold predictions right now. Fleeing Panda, give me one.
LAS with the dumpster.
With the dumpster. All right, Gerg 7. Hit me with those bold predictions.
He is actually not talking, so just go ahead.
Awesome. Theatrics, what's your bold prediction?
Bold prediction, General Dill gets 14 kills, but also
Dies
gets
18
22
times.
deaths.
Yeah,
All right,
there
well, we
go.
see an early taunt from Hiramar. What is your bold prediction, Uncle Jemima, my son? Oh, Snowball lands.
Menbung is going to pop off and go 13-0 this game.
All right. My bold prediction is Ivern's going to be the most fed character on his team on red side. But I'm... Alrighty, so some early poke going out. How do we expect this early game to play, gentlemen?
Well, they have a Vel'Koz, so they're gonna be having a bad time pretty early until they get a little bit of MR on their side. But yeah, as long as StarCraft keeps up the geometry.
Digital Love going in. Ivern taking the root in as well, but he's going to get himself popped. The Kindred getting the first blood on Zorpox.
Yeah, really unfortunate for the side of LAS that they've only really got the Varus for the poke, whereas the side of Popo's
Also-
Pecking Order is working with the Vel'Koz, the Kindred, and the Mundo Cleavers.
Yeah, but the Vel'Koz counts as 2 forms of poke.
Gentlemen, it's just, I just have this coming in just now in my earpiece. Ivern had no items when he took that first blood.
Yikes.
Wow.
Did want
Incredible.
to use that headbutt, gonna get poked in. The flash in from Menbug going in on the Annie! Jabberman Kurtz takes it from Neil the Steel. This is hype, dude.
I like this bush right in front of the turret.
Dude,
Why?
that's
Oh,
the Galaxy
yeah.
Brain Bush. Have you never had Galaxy Brain Bush, dude?
I really wonder if the
I mean-
Ivern not buying items was an ARAM strategy to accrue more gold, so he could just buy that. No, it wouldn't be, because you can buy
Man,
the
it's
catalyst
too
out,
late
right?
in the
Yeah,
night
you
to
buy
be using
Catalyst
words
first.
like a crew.
Don't give him credit.
Alright, Menbug going in with the silence. There's the spin, but he gets stunned. Beautiful. Beautiful play from Menbug, honestly.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know how LAS.
Ooh,
well,
there's the
you know,
root, the
there's-
taunt, the death on Salarudo. Oh, we're still going into a fight. Menbug spinning in. He's going to get another kill on Zorpox. General Dill wanted to try and poke, but didn't get much out there. StarCraft chucking those Qs out. Neil the Steel has his stun available. Looking. Are you feeling the stun from Neil the Steel?
Neil the Steel actually does not carry flash.
It's
Yeah,
Snowball,
Snowball.
dude. Snowball, Grass of the Undying Annie. Come on, man.
And a cleanse to make sure that he can definitely land that stun.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what game. Oh, Hermar going in doesn't elects not to use the taunt and gets destroyed for it, but Menbug will also die. It's currently a 2-for-1. They're looking for more. StarCraft has that ultimate available to him.
It does seem like General Dill is going the lethality build.
Yeah, with the poke.
Got a tier as well.
Yeah, that tier's gonna pay off in dividends later on.
Dividends. Have you ever thought about how weird that word is? Actually.
Dividends.
Dividends?
Yeah. What's a dividend? Why does it have ends?
Wow.
Not really sure.
Honestly, that was next level philosophy.
There's the root. Zorpox dropping the ultimate. There's Daisy, but Zorpox. Oh, they actually get Jeffrey Kurtz in time. The ultimate not enough to kill. Oh, it is actually enough to kill 2 members. Currently 2 for 2. StarCraft's out looking for blood. Hiramar gonna get flashed up by StarCraft, who elects not to use that knockup. But the snowball going in, and Super Bomby Brew jumping in, dropping the Kindred ultimate. Here's Hero's entrance. Super Bomby Brew will fall. Shutdown gold onto the Sejuani. Zalarudo is next. Hiramar looking at the StarCraft. There's the Q. He's looking for that taunt. No flash available. Doesn't land. The top of the snowball lands. Gets the Justice Punch. Oh, but Jabberman Kurtz has got to finish off the Galio.
Zorpox is a master baiter out here right now, managing to survive with a sliver of health and getting about 3 kills on the enemy team as a result of it.
I get that joke.
See, I went for a crew, and then I also
boy.
went for master baiter.
Yeah, oh, and there's the kill, but these big boys do not care about your magic damage or your life problems. Oh, but Deal the Steel, you don't have a stun there, sir. 3/4 of his health taken away there. That poke and oh man, that's such a what a read from Zorpox. Super Bombing Brew jumping in with Jabberman Kurtz. Jabberman Kurtz gonna flash away from tanking 2 towers to tanking 1. What a god!
Wait,
Wait.
Adam, you never-
Actually,
Adam, you
in
messed
It's actually
up.
going to be pretty huge because General Dill's the only attack damage carry on. Oh, good night, sweet prince.
what did I mess up, Sebastian?
Eh.
You messed up.
What did I mess up?
Well, it's gonna be interesting
You
to
do
see.
realize-
Garen is
I'm sorry, hold on. You do realize that this is an ARAM, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, why?
Okay, so do you understand how likely it is for a penta to happen?
Dude, it's gonna be awesome, but it won't be as hype. It'll be
Oh,
depressing.
wait, does it count?
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Panta, panta,
Oh,
panta.
no.
Okay, real
Well,
talk. This
I just
Garen
donated
has a
$100 to the stream, so.
Well, you're about to
has a
donate
sheen.
25 more.
Well, no, it counts because the 100 was actually covering it. It was only 3 pentas this season, but Rob and I went ahead and made it 100, so
Oh,
I guess
okay,
it just
well,
counts for the
alright.
100.
Guys,
So if there's 2 pentas that happen,
does Garen have mana? Is this something new? Is this a patch?
what? No.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wait, why does he have a sheen?
Why should he not have a sheen? That's
It's
the
just,
better
he's
question.
only going for that auto attack
Guys,
damage.
how am I
You can't-
hungover already? This is the worst.
You gotta take another shot, dude. You can't. You gotta chase
You're
the hair of the
these
dog.
are
man.
already coming down.
Oh
Chase-
no, I need some
Chase
water
the hair of the
stat.
dog.
I teach tomorrow. Wait a minute.
I like this bush between the bushes.
Dude,
Next level
over to
strat
op,
right there.
Zorpox going in Menbung though, gonna hit that silence with the Sheen Puck, doing extra damage, mind you.
Zorpox-
Bail from Neil to steal, and they're going in with Daisy Sejuani tanking up a storm. Digital Love will fall, but he does not care. What a Vel'Koz ultimate going across all 4 members. Huramar is not gonna land that knockup, and in fact, it's currently a 3 for 3. Starcraft can take it out with General Dill, but General Dill will fall next, and then
Oh!
the quadra
That's
kill
a-
for
Is that
Zawarudo.
a penta?
Zorpox was the
Oh.
master baiter that time, but he was the master baiter of his own team. Self-masturbating.
Dude, what is masturbation if it doesn't involve yourself? Honestly.
Sex.
Yes.
Zorarda, so close to that penta. I really just want to see 2 pentas at this point.
I just want to see the most, like, I want to look at a game of League of Legends and just be like, that's straight up debauchery. I don't know how that would happen, but that's what I want to see. Like, what's the most bougie League of Legends composition you can think of? And how would you define it?
Bougie? I'd probably put Gangplank, Season 3 Twisted Fate.
So you're defining it by, like, gold income then?
Yeah,
Klepto Ezreal,
I mean, that's
Klepto
pretty
Alawi.
bougie. Yeah, Klepto Alawi and Klepto Ezreal.
I don't know, I feel like LeBlanc's a pretty bougie character. Like, Gangplank, he's not too bougie. He, like, just fucking... He earned that money.
Wait, who has Dark Harvest? Or no?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Everyone other than Zorarda.
Also, can we talk about how General Dill, like, half health? Super Bomby Buru?
Yep, that's Lethality Varus. Nutshell, really.
This, oh, Sejuani ultimate goes... I'm gonna say wide, but very narrow.
Hey, who does that remind you of, Panda?
Ooh!
Not Blair Walsh, because Blair Walsh sometimes hits the target.
Are you a Vikings fan?
Wow, no, he's a Seahawks fan.
Oh, wow, I am so out of date with the league.
It's okay.
When did Blair Walsh become a Seahawk?
Last season?
Yeah, last season.
When he screwed up
Jesus.
the whole season? By missing
Hey, man, but you
every
know what?
field goal.
Nobody will ever be as bad as Roberto Aguayo,
good
okay?
night.
Oh, that's-
Oh, the bear with the save on Menbung, but Menbung has too much MR for it to actually do damage to him. Meanwhile, Jabberman Kurtz has a death wish.
That Mundo's not tanky enough to take everything to the face.
Well, he doesn't have a Warmogs yet, so that's where he really messed up.
Yep. Alrighty. Oof. Oh! Good bully from Zawarudo. Menbung, he's threatening.
Unbung is not tanky at all. He cannot take more than 2
He
shots.
built a Sheen and a Stinger.
Why would he be tanky, dude? He's Garen. That's an assassin.
He's
True.
building a Triforce.
Yeah, that's an assassin. Hello? Have you never built Triforce?
I
on
really
Garen?
feel like
That's core.
more lethality is arguably better. Oh, okay. There's a sniper in the bushes, literally in the form of General Dill.
Triforce is actually core on Garen. What game have you been playing the past 5
Maybe
seasons?
back in Season 3 when Triforce was
PUBG.
You right. I was playing PUBG back in 2014 as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so here's Daisy. Hermar going in with the massive 3-man taunt. Super Bobby Brewer has to drop the Kindred ultimate to keep himself alive. Lamb's Respite doing work there. Hermar's going to actually die before Hero's Entrance can come out, and the dive has failed. They're trying to turn in Jabberman Kurtz with no health, going to get hit by the Sejuani ultimate. Stopwatch coming through. Then Bung, the assassin Garen's going to get popped before he can blow his load onto the entirety of the opposing team. This Vel'Koz ult going to do work, not enough. Digital Love will fall to that cleaver. Here we go, Zalarudo trying to finish off and gonna finish off Field of Steel. We get an ace.
Yeah, like I said, Vel'Koz is pretty much a GG in this game mode. He accounts for 2 Pope champions in the form of a constantly recharging W as well as the geometric Q.
Honestly, I feel like the tanks are the big difference here.
I don't know, because right now,
By tanks, I mean
pecking order only
singular
has one tank.
Jabberman Kurtz can just tank so much, and they keep blowing their poke on him, it feels like. So, again, does this match actually mean anything?
It's the 3rd place
Yeah,
match,
it
so yes.
determines who gets third.
This match determines who gets 3rd place.
Yes.
Yes.
Wowzers.
Welcome
It's
to the
tradition
league,
at
my
this
friend. Welcome to the league.
It's a tradition at this point for it to be a very meme fest.
Do I
Because honestly
actually
speaking-
want to play in this mini tournament in September then?
I feel like yes.
Oh, Digital Love goes in, realizes it's not quite that viable, but Jabberman Kurt's going to get rooted here, taken very low. His ultimate will keep him alive. Hiromar not quite able to land the taunt. Hiromar's going to get melted. Now Digital Love is in there all on his own, but so was Benbung. Currently 1 for 1. Digital Love looking for more. The Vel'Koz ultimate's going to finish off Field of Steel. Zorpex has to flash out. The headbutt does not connect with the Ezreal. Digital Love is going to fall as Zorpox is taken out at the end. Currently 4 for 1. Blue side's rolling with it.
Yeah, Lifeform Disintegration Ray is just way too hard to handle.
Oh, does General Dill? General Dill
Wait.
boldly steps into Lamb's Respite. Wait a minute. Bobby Brew, you okay, my friend?
Oh boy. Oh.
Wait, is Bobby Brew okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
He
does
just
that
walked
from
out of his ultimate.
Yeah, he
No.
does that from time to time, don't worry.
Okay, I'm not worrying about it. Oh, this bait. Menbung waiting in the bush. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Menbung on a mission. He wants that Annie ass, dude.
Quest, man.
I feel like I should report him to someone going after Annie that hard there. Jesus.
Going after
Wait!
the girls.
Zalarudo's inting, dude.
Yeah, he does that from time to time, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Hey, I've played enough games with him to know the truth. Zalarudo is the only true challenger player. Menbung popping off on Hiromar. Gonna melt him down. Oh, what a bear! 2-man bear. No, 1-man bear. I can't count. But they do get Jabberman Kurtz. They might get the mid-tier 1 out of this, most likely. By mid, I mean the only tier 1.
Where's the Lifeform Disintegration Ray?
There it is. Digital Love's ultimate not gonna quite reach. No, it does reach,
No, it
but
doesn't.
not in time to save his life. And Zorpox starting to get poked out. Oh, knock up not landing. Do they get this tower?
Yeah, they do.
Nope. We decided to charge a Q instead. No, deal the steal. Taking the tower from the grasp of defeat.
We are very close to my 14 kill prediction on Dylan. I'm sure he's going to exceed it, but I'm still ready to see the 22 deaths that are
No, I
still
want to
go.
see the
22
14
deaths.
kills and then he just doesn't get anything else the entire game. Man, I've casted General Dill in 2 leagues now. This is fun.
Is he
You
a
also
part of the
sound like a
Phoenix League
bunch
as
of
well?
hot stats.
He was in Phoenix League, I believe. He recognized me when I joined the casting crew many moons ago.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. StarCraft getting poked out a little bit. Sour Cream himself.
The Garen.
Oh man, you have been chosen, Ivern, to ton.
Not taking.
Ooh, Menbung gets fallen down. Currently at 4v5. Jabberman Kurtz could get stunned by the Sejuani. Are they going to get much else out of it? Nope, he's just going to ult and heal away. No counter engage to be seen. Snowball flying out from Digital Love. Oh, Paramar wants that taunt. It's going to get Super Bobby Brewer and Jabberman Kurtz. This Kindred has to drop Lamb's Respite. currently a clusterfuck inside that Lamb's Respite, but they are going to get Jabberman Kurtz. No, never mind, he stays alive. Zararudo running away with his life. Jabberman Kurtz is down. The heals come out,
Wait, are they gonna turn this?
I
I
believe.
told you he was gonna win.
Oh, Neil the Steel. Oh, having to juke out all his pokers. Ezreal
I believe
checking out
in
the
the
cues.
Vel'Koz.
Benbug gonna get rooted in. Digital Love has to burn Flash as the ultimate comes out. There's Hiramar on the flank. Zararudo is gonna finish off the Digital Love, but he himself will die. General Dill seeing blood in the water. And Benbug gets the double kill himself in retribution.
Yeah, like I brought up earlier in the pregame, just a lot of CC on the side of LAS and a lot of tankiness as well. So we're seeing the result of that now. The Vel'Koz is obviously very potent, but is the Vel'Koz able to solo carry with that true damage when he's getting dove on all the time?
Well, he's exceeded your 14 kills, Adam.
That's true.
That
That's
means
true, I
you're
wasn't
an
right.
idiot, dude. You
Yeah,
didn't analyze correctly.
I can't analyze at all. I can't predict.
Where's Greg?
Currently his computer is being used by Menba.
Wowzers! Alright, man. These two teams just like grouping mid. I don't know what's up with it.
Yeah, honestly,
They're just
Ivern has 3
completely
CS.
ignoring the side lanes.
Ivern has 3 CS, worst jungler I've ever seen.
Okay. I was legitimately about to start raging.
Why?
He popped. He popped the Ghost Blade, thinking he was even gonna get close.
Meanwhile, the Annie has been chilling in the at the fountain for some time now.
4v5, let's
Probably
go, let's
waiting. He's waiting for some for Elenomicon.
Yeah, it looks like he's waiting for the completion of Morello. He is sitting on 3,500 gold in pocket. Maybe
That's
not.
More
he's-
than enough.
He was
Oh,
waiting for a
oh.
Rod of Ages, which is a very late purchase for an ARAM.
go. Let's go, Neil the Steel.
He could have outright bought Morello just now. I'm not really sure what that decision was about.
I don't get that at all. But then again,
Oh,
this is
Vel'Koz lands the snowball. Does he go in 1v4, do you believe?
I totally believe.
I
What
believe
a
that he would.
pussy! Alrighty, so the Poke Fest, Wave Clear Fest continues. Seems as though Blue's... Oh, there's the headbutt. Blue side's kind of getting poked out right now by General Dill's Lethality Varus. Oh, there's
boy.
the flash. Benbug going in. Gonna look
Oh,
to kill
boy.
General Dill. General Dill's actually very low, but he's gonna get shielded and will survive through that. Oh, but the ultimate from Bruno's gonna finish him off. That's a huge part of the team from LAS here. Let's see if Blue side's gonna be able to make a turnaround here with minimal amounts of engage.
I don't know why they're
Speaking
engaging.
of
They have no
engage,
range.
Digital Love goes in onto the bundle, but it was just a bait. Digital Love 69 goes down. There's the snowball. Do we see the follow-up? Nope, but they're chasing him down. Neil the Steel is going to be the next one to fall. Chasing onto Hiramar. He will die next as well. Zorpak's kind of on his own, just runs, gallivanting away. Oh. Okay.
Hey.
Oh, General Dill's going in. Big boy. He dies.
He's going for that 22 deaths. I think he caught wind of the prediction.
I mean, he's farting or something. No, that's breaking wind. Jesus, I'm out of it. Alright, so Digital Love engaging in, trying to get the comeback fight. There's heroic entrance from 2 steps away, but it gets the 2-man knockup. Digital Love still alive, barely holding on
Get
with
to the
the little
minions.
steps.
Snowball!
Look at that kill! Jeffrey Kurtz flashes away. There's
my
the
God.
snowball. He will fall. Super Bobby Brewer has to kite away. There's the Ezreal ultimate. Hiramar dashes in, doesn't get the knockup.
He tried to get into the minion wave to get that snowball off of him. Boy.
I don't know what Super Bobby Boo thinks he's doing in that brush.
Well, I mean, Annie ult
guys.
is down, so
Yeah, but
Okay.
Lamb's respite is as well.
Guys, who's Frank?
Frank is the mid laner for
No one cares.
Codename Carries Next Door. He was the captain of the winning team this split.
Mr. Perpetual second place until now.
Yeah, he finally broke the curse.
I see.
because Ali didn't play the split.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
He said it
I
himself.
also didn't play this
himself.
split, and I beat Frank in the finals in one split as well. So I guess that's really what it
Yikes.
comes down to.
Yikes.
All I'm gonna say is just draft me. I kind of want to try this league out.
All right, we're down. We're down.
Oh,
What's your,
let's go, Jabberman Kurtz! Take that snowball in. Get kited out. Get CC'd. Get by. Oh,
Wait.
it's all a bait. It's the lamb just by it. Oh my
Actually
goodness!
a
What is
man
this
right now.
integration ray? But they're so low. They do kill Super Mommy Brew. Jabberman Kurtz is looking like he's gonna be next.
God,
If
he's just stealing
StarCraft
through
finishes fight out,
everything.
Menbung spinning his way in, gonna get melted to death. They're all so low. Jabberman Kurtz is still alive somehow, some way. Tibbers is down. They're not gonna be able to get a push off this, are they? Oh, StarCraft. That looked like it hurt. Well, this is an NA RAM if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And what is it about NA teams? You're just staying in the mid lane, I tell you.
What is it gonna take?
Oh, Zarudo blinks in and dies.
Wow. Well, isn't Riot supposed to be coming out with a ranked ARAM system?
I don't think so. I think they are coming out with a rank below bronze, though, which everybody knows we need.
Wow, that sounds really... Oh my goodness, what a heroic entrance to the Sejuani ultimate's got to catch out StarCraft.
Oh boy.
Opperman Kurtz tries to finish off Zorpox. They do
Oh
get
boy.
it with Menbug. Menbug and Opperman Kurtz trying to kite out Digital Love. Opperman Kurtz healing back literally every single piece of health he's ever had his entire life. As Digital Love falls, double kill for Menbug. He's turning it on to Hiramar. Can he finish him off with the full lethality build? There's the redemption coming down. Menbug is so close, but the taunt finishes him off. And now Opperman Kurtz versus Hiramar. Hiramar's not going to last too long in this 1v1.
No.
It's an
Yeah.
ace in favor of whoever the red team's team name is.
Popo is pecking order. Also, Jerryman Kurtz is actually trolling. Not for the third item Mogs port.
Lock it.
Locket is pretty fun in one lane matchup, though. Everybody on
He
your
has
team
four-
basically
but he
getting a
has
karma
4
shield.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why didn't he get a Warmog's 4th item?
His last item is going to be Warmogs. He has a Ruby Crystal. Look at it.
But
Honestly, if
Warmog's
I
is
was
so
him,
much better.
I would probably go like another MR item.
Yeah, he wanted the MR. That's why he went for Locket. And he might, I don't know, maybe he'll go for his, what is it, Haunting Guys, or what am I looking for right
No,
now?
wait, that doesn't mean help.
Abyssal Mask?
Yeah, I was
Abyssal
thinking
Mask.
Abyssal Mask or even Ardent. No, there's no one to warrant the Ardent one.
What about,
Oh, there's
Actually,
the
hold on.
Sejuani ultimate, but again on Jabberman Kurtz. Jabberman Kurtz just ate 2 ultimates. 5-man disintegration ray, but Menbug gonna get melted down. Digital Love walks in away from his team, gonna get punished for this. Has to burn his flash. Here's Daisy heroic entrance on Neil the Steel. Gonna knock up Jabberman Kurtz, you CC, but it doesn't look like he cares. Super Bomb Boomer taking 110. He's gonna fall pretty soon here. Jabberman Kurtz keeping himself alive with that flash. Digital Love will fall currently at 3v4.
Dylan's full
Neil
health.
the
though.
Steel very low, Blink saving himself from that Q from General Dill. To Hiramar jumping in, he might get kited out here. He's all alone. It's half health, gonna be taken down to a 3rd health. Zarudo is gonna go in and take out Neil the Steel. 2v3. Hiramar looking for the taunt, not gonna get it. StarCraft sending out that W, whatever the fuck it's called.
Idol of Bran?
Brand's not in this game, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Durand.
Like the band, Duran Duran.
Actually, yeah.
StarCraft? Vel'Koz is like an 80s synth pop band, dude.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Tears for Fears, my friend. Tears for Fears. Some soft sell in here.
Huh? What an ultimate.
Yeah, that arcane barrage really clearing absolutely everything there. And
That was True Shot Barrage.
oh, is it?
Yep.
It is true shot.
Did I just mix arcane shot and true shot
what a
barrage?
boosted ape of a caster.
Holy shit, he's right though.
Damn fighting words.
I've been here for literally 26 minutes and I can already tell.
Right? Like, this is what it comes down to, man. This is why I only sign up for the meme games.
Who is this again?
Theatrics.
Oh, hello Theatrics, how are you today?
I'm doing well, how are you, sir?
I'm good. What chapter you come to us from?
I'm from PPO at the University of Tampa.
That sounds like a horrible place to live.
Oh, it's great, man. It's awesome.
Awesome, I'm glad you like it.
The school itself sucks.
Oh,
but,
Menbung going in! And he's gonna get got. Goodbye. Menbung on the suicide mission, single-handedly giving the third place match to LAS.
You know, you're actually not wrong.
17 death, Garen.
What
my
a god. You know, we were expecting the General Dill 1v9, but it's actually the Menbung 1v9, let's be honest here.
How could I have predicted that their Lord and Savior would have been the one to fucking feed?
Alright, well, Super Bobby Brewer taken very low, currently 3v5.
He is dying for LAS's sins this game, boys.
Oh,
give it-
Digital
and he
Love
take
taking
it
very
away.
low. Haruto blinks it. There's a disintegration ray. Analyze the motherfuckers, dude.
I mean, honestly, it's just coming down to Zorpox being the masturbator. That's really all it is. That's how this whole game has
I
been
don't know. I
going.
feel like Menbung's doing something.
That's definitely
Other
true.
than dying?
Menbung has 2 phages on his body right now.
He is definitely doing something. That is absolutely true.
Menbung's gonna go over 40% CDR. Is he okay?
I mean, he can go 45.
He's gonna be going 60.
Not too long before he's running in the 90s.
He doesn't. Oh well, he does have Yomus. He needs righteous. Though.
Get him, Menbung!
Well, that's actually damage.
I wasn't looking what happened.
True shot barrage hitting Dill for.
Oh, Super Bobby Brewer gets one auto, gets the second auto with that flash. Currently at 4v5, but Super Bobby Brewer all on his own. His team's probably going to take out this in-him. No! They're going in for the fight! The bear only hits one. There's heroic entrance. Super Bobby Brewer staying alive. Gentleman Kurtz does not give a shit about you or your CC with that Gargoyle Stone Plate. Rocking along with his ultimate. Super Bobby Brewer. There's the disintegration ray. Neil the Steel's like, I'm going to walk back in and continue to take this. Oh my goodness. Gentleman Kurtz continues to eat every and all form of damage that has ever been given in this world. As Super Bobby Brewer is going to get taken out. StarCraft all on his own with Menbung here. Spinning to winning. It's going to be
Menbung-
third place for,
Menbung's speed to win strategy is apparently
what is
working.
the game again?
Popo's pecking order.
Oh, well that's exactly it. They
Uh-oh.
referenced the god himself.
Uh-oh.
Popo. Have you guys ever...
Uh-oh. StarCraft is dead. He doesn't have any mana.
Of course, of course.
Okay, good. I would be disappointed if you hadn't.
Wait, what?
Seen Dragon Ball Z before.
No, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, the true version.
Yes, of course. My my marijuana patch. I mean, my carrot patch.
Pecking order.
Shut up, Sean.
I can't
Menbung, you're
believe
a
that he
dirty
actually has.
eater.
He has 18 deaths. That's amazing.
Zarudo. Oh, Zarudo's actually the dirty. Oh my goodness! Goodbye, General Dill, and
Oh
goodbye,
my gosh,
Zarudo.
get outta here.
That's
You're
both
ruining my
ADCs
immersion.
right now. Here we go. The most ape-like 4v4 you'll ever imagine is about to happen here. Taunt going in on Hiramar, only hitting one. There goes Menbung, burning his entire load on a Digital Love. Let's just take everything out on the tanks with Warmog. That'll work great.
On stream, 'cause I'm streaming. Couldn't see you.
A little upset that nobody has taken a dragon yet. Honestly,
Yeah, what the hell? No barons, no dragons.
30-minute game.
Rift
Yeah.
Herald arguably could have saved LAS's chances to win at this point.
That's true. But they let it go. It's already been 10
I
minutes past.
distinctly remember an analyst saying LAS was gonna guarantee win this one. Does it look like it now, Scrub Lord?
I
We
mean,
still
they
don't
both
know.
have
They could
inhibs
throw.
down.
Popo can
Take
still
one team
throw.
fight.
They could absolutely throw.
Oh no. You just said the T word.
He said Cleaver? What?
No, he said the T word. He said
Menbung
throw.
going in, knowing his Ezreal isn't nearby, and that would
Menbung dying.
Wait, Jabbering
Oh,
Curse
no.
is all alone.
If they
What
kill
is your
Jabberman
damage?
Curse, it's over.
Popo, you have no
Oh,
damage
no.
when you come in like that. But this is gonna be the most sick disintegration rate of all time. Gonna kill one person.
Wait.
Super Bobby Brewer jumps in with that snowball. Gonna drop that Lance Spite. All of LAS is super low, looking for a cleanup. Super Bobby Brewer who's not gonna die. Well, Brewer's gonna get some kills, and that's gonna be
my
the
God, yeah, there it
case.
is.
Somehow,
It's only-
32 minutes into the game, and LAS still did not remember that life disintegration ray is a thing.
Told you.
Alrighty, well there you go.
Told
I
you.
told
man.
you guys with the Mundo they're gonna win.
It was a
If you
good
put
call.
a Mundo in front of any supportive champion, they are guaranteed to blow all their CC on the Mundo. And it's like the first rule of League.
Oh, look at the damage put out by General Dill compared to the rest of his team. Truly put on those carry trousers. Trying to pull out that victory. 82,000 damage in 32 minutes. Just a little bit of damage.
Alright, well, it's
I
getting
was
late out here,
promised
boys.
A post.
So there you have it. Third place, going over to Popo's pecking order. Congratulations on being third place for the PMA LCS.
That means you're the second loser.
And totally
That's gonna
juicy.
wrap it up for us here. We're not gonna do player interviews.
Priorities.
So, yeah. Other than that, I don't know, player interviews.
Alright, congratulations.
Watch a stream to
Get outta
figure
here.
out about next
Yeah,
season.
Menbun, congratulations on each and every one of your 19 deaths that game.
I just, 19 is my favorite number. It's the day I was born on.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible English. And
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna cut it off. Thank
Yeah.
you guys so much for tuning in to every single game of PMA LCS Season 4. Be on the lookout. I believe we've already posted a sign-up sheet for the next event going on. It will be a 2-month gauntlet tournament titled Brawl for Fall. So
Fall
if you
Brawl.
oh yeah, well, whatever, it's the same thing. Fall Brawl. If you are interested in playing newcomer or veteran, please go and sign up. I believe the cutoff date for that is August 26th. They are posted in both the PMA SGN LOL Facebook page as well as the PMA LCS Facebook page. So go ahead and sign up. Other than that, that should be everything to be taken care of. This has been Uncle Jemima.
Theatrics.
Anybody else? There we go. Is there anybody else want to join in on this?
And
Hey, Uncle
theatrics.
Jemima. Uncle Jemima. If say someone's a real idiot and looking on this Facebook page and doesn't know where the season 5
I'm
signups
masturbating
are,
while playing League of Legends.
Keep scrolling down.
is it on the comments of this